Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. We have a lot lined up just for you, starting with the news of the day. You can't miss any of it, so stick around.
Jamaica is on the move with smarter and cleaner transportation. The government is enhancing the JUTC fleet with 100 new CNG buses with 10 specially outfitted for the disabled. Running on compressed natural gas, these buses reduce emissions while offering advanced safety features and Wi-Fi. Jamaica is driving in comfort towards a sustainable future.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan, and this is your JS News for Monday, September 23, 2024. Jamaica has joined other United Nations members in adopting a threefold declaration that will guide global decision-making for the next century and beyond. The agreement includes the Pact for the Future, the Global Digital Compact, and the Declaration on Future Generations. The deal was reached Sunday at the 79th United Nations General Assembly in New York, being held under the theme Unity in Diversity for the advancement of peace, sustainable development, and human dignity for everyone. The threefold declaration reflects diverse perspectives and challenges across the world and covers areas such as sustainable development, climate change, and digital cooperation. Peace and security, human rights, gender, youth, future generations, as well as the transformation of global governance are also part of the declaration. Speaking ahead of Sunday's adoption of the declaration, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, who is in New York, said the pact would account for the interests of future generations in national and global decision-making. He was addressing Saturday's opening ceremony for Day 2 of the Summit of the Future Action Days.
Even as we address the challenges of today, we have an obligation to protect the interests of future generations and ensure that they will inherit a planet in which they can thrive. We must now translate that enthusiasm into action by giving life to the declaration.
Dr. Holness encouraged all stakeholders to ensure the effective implementation of the Pact for the Future, the Global Digital Compact, and the Declaration on Future Generations.
For governments like mine, this effort will require a whole of society collaboration as we seek to embed futures thinking in all our decision-making processes across national and local government. The role of civil society, academia, and the private sector in this endeavor will be critical in developing solutions, as well as building and maintaining momentum towards implementation.
Meanwhile, Dr. Holness is urging greater support for developing countries by international financial institutions. The Prime Minister emphasized the limited capacity of developing states to deal with the multidimensional challenges they experience. These include climate change, debt and economic sustainability, and access to financing for development and global shocks. The Prime Minister also insisted that mutually agreed arrangements would assist technology and knowledge transfer among small island developing states.
The international financial institutions must be reformed to provide the necessary access to financing as the means of implementation. The multilateral system, with the UN at its core, must be equipped to provide opportunities for developing and sharing best practices. In this regard, a follow-up mechanism will also be important so that implementation of commitments we make over the next few days can be appropriately measured and monitored.
Other developments coming out of the Prime Minister's visit to New York includes bilateral discussions with the Prime Minister of the Republic of Haiti. The conversation focused on returning stability to the island and Jamaica's continued support once normalcy returns. Prime Minister Holness also held bilateral talks with his counterpart from the Kingdom of Lesotho. That meeting affirmed the bonds of friendship between the countries and resolved to strengthening the partnership in areas of mutual importance. The meeting marked 45 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations between Jamaica and the Kingdom of Lesotho. In other news, trade, education, immigration and cultural exchange topped high-level talks between Jamaica and Canada during a recent meeting in Toronto. Jamaica's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, and Canada's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Melanie Joly, announced a series of forthcoming joint initiatives aimed at fostering cooperation and promoting sustainable practices in trade and investment. Senator Johnson-Smith articulated her vision for a robust partnership, emphasizing the potential for increased trade and investment opportunities. In response, Minister Joly acknowledged the mutual benefits such cooperation could yield, particularly in areas such as technology and renewable energy. Both ministers expressed optimism about the future of the Jamaica-Canada partnership, highlighting their commitment to further collaboration. And finally, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, JBDC, is embarking on year 2 of its transformative digital transition program, or Digital Jamaica for short. It was launched last October to benefit micro, small and medium-sized enterprises and to position Jamaica towards a fully digital economy. JBDC's Chief Executive Officer Valerie Vera said the first year helped with the overall structuring of the program.
Now we're launching year 2. This is the exciting part where we actually go out. It's field time. We go out into the field, giving hands-on support to our MSMEs, getting into your businesses, doing workshops, sensitization sessions and everything.
Ms. Vera was speaking at the JBDC's recent Digital Jamaica Summit and Showcase. The program is being funded by the European Union at a cost of 9.5 million euros. Projections for fiscal years 2024 to 2026 include expanding broadband connectivity across the island and providing essential digital skills training to support the education and business sectors. The focus also includes equipping businesses with the necessary resources to achieve competitiveness and sustainable growth in a digital economy. Portfolio Minister Senator Albin Hill is encouraging MSMEs to make use of the opportunity provided by Digital Jamaica.
The rapidly evolving global environment, embracing digitization, and digital transformation is necessary.
Where you see it fit, make full use of the JBDC's offering. It will help you to harness the power of digital technologies to unlock the potential in your businesses. It can contribute to building a more prosperous and resilient MSME sector in Jamaica.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, here are 5 benefits of being a beneficiary of the Students' Loan Bureau. 1. Benefit from our 99% approval rate. 2. Benefit from our low interest rate, so less burden when you need to repay. 3. Benefit from the fact that we require no collateral when applying. 4. We're giving you more time to focus on your studies while we focus on the financing. No need to worry about repaying while in school. Number 5. Receive a 14 months grace period after your graduation date before you enter repayment. Don't forget to follow us on all SLB platforms for more SLB info.
Sickle cell is a hereditary disease of the blood that can cause severe discomfort of persons who have it. For our children attending school, appropriate support can ease the burden caused by this condition. Let's learn more.
Children with sickle cell disease face significant challenges that impact on their learning and overall health. Sickle cell disease, SCD, is a genetic blood disorder affecting millions worldwide, with symptoms often manifesting in early childhood. And this can affect how effectively they are able to participate in and benefit from the education system. But experts say that educators who are aware can play a key role in the well-being and academic success of students living with sickle cell disease.
Sickle cell disease can affect learning from as early as 2 years of age. So when babies who are affected come to primary school, they may already have problems. You need to make sure that you're paying close attention to these babies, because teachers can make a tremendous difference in the lives of people living with sickle cell disease.
Simple accommodating acts, such as allowing students to elevate their legs or ensuring that they have access to water and bathroom breaks, can make a big difference in alleviating some of the ill effects of sickle cell disease.
They get leg ulcers. These ulcers can take months, if not years, to go away. And what does the teacher say? Come back when your ulcer is better. In other words, forget education. You won't be able to look after yourself when you're an adult. No, let them come to school. Let them elevate their legs so that the ulcer can heal, and let them learn. Children with sickle cell disease need to keep drinking a lot of water, because if they get dehydrated, they might get painful crisis. So let them drink the water in class and let them go to the bathroom when they need to.
One side effect of sickle cell disease is what's called pain crisis. These periods of intense pain, which can last for any length of time, happen when sickle-shaped red blood cells block blood flow through tiny blood vessels to the chest, abdomen, and joints. It is advised that physical activities, such as rigorous exercise that might trigger painful crises, should be approached with sensitivity and understanding.
If they cannot manage exercise, rigorous exercise, don't force them, because exercise is one of the triggers for painful crisis. So you see how much difference you as a teacher can make?
One of the most significant challenges of persons living with sickle cell disease is that they face with stigma. The community, and particularly the church and school, can help fight stigma by showing compassion and empathy. This will allow persons living with sickle cell disease to achieve their full potential.
The stigma is usually due to certain physical attributes that children with SCD generally have, but teachers can help foster understanding and provide emotional well-being in the classroom.
They may have yellow eyes. They may be very slim. Other students in the class can tease them. There can be stigma right there in the class. You as a teacher need to help other students be compassionate towards these children with sickle cell disease.
In school, these students who are teased usually feel humiliated and suffer low self-esteem from such experiences.
And this can result in, depression, loneliness, and withdrawal. So there are those persons who do not socialize, hence the need for a support group. In order to combat the challenges, there is the need for support, strong support.
You may have heard that children with sickle cell disease get a stroke. That is true, up to 12%. But there is 25% that get what we call a silent stroke. What is a silent stroke? No weakness. You talk fine, but it affects your learning. So if you find you have a child with sickle cell disease who's going along fine, and then they start to fall off, send them for psychoeducational testing so that they can get the additional help that they need. Teachers, you can make all the difference.
Be informed, supportive, and proactive. Empower every child with sickle cell disease to achieve his or her full potential. For more information, call the Sickle Cell Unit at 876-927-2471.
Living well economically depends on the ability to earn enough to provide for your every need and whatever you might desire. Business and entrepreneurship are good ways to achieve this goal, and the children at the primary school level are being infused with the entrepreneurial bug early. Learn more in our next feature.
Donuts, gummy bears, airheads, juices, smoothies.
Nice sweet treat with the biggest sweet. That's our slogan.
This is so awesome, truly delicious and nutritious.
I'm just really excited. I think all schools should do this.
The 6th grade students of Dunrobin Christian Academy in Kingston were out with enthusiasm, eager to sell their goods and enjoy the rewards of their hard work.
You can have it for $600 where you get almost everything you want in it.
I am the leader of my group called Fruitful Delights, where we delight you with a variety of natural juices and natural smoothies. Today we have available juices such as Straw Blue, Cherish, and Pine and Ginger. And we also have smoothies to this side where you have blueberry, strawberry, or you could customize your own smoothie for the variety of spices.
The concept is part of the Ministry of Education course known as Resource and Technology, specially designed to teach students business management.
So we modified it a bit and we call it Business and Technology. And this allows us to teach the children early skills in developing business, how to do a business plan, and what are the things that would be required to set up a successful business. And then we decided to actually allow them to have some practical based on the theory that they have been doing.
Students were faced with an exhilarating challenge. They must carefully select prices to ensure that by the end of the day, they earn more than they spend, to ensure their business is profitable and has the potential to be sustainable.
I price based on the cost for the ingredients, the time it takes, and taking in fact the profit.
Well, it all depends on how much we buy the ingredients for. So for like Straw Blue, which contains a lot more expensive ingredients like strawberries and blueberries, we tend to increase the price so we can make back more profit.
Whether they made a profit or not, the focus was on having fun and savoring the experience of being their own bosses of the day.
I feel like this is a chance for me to get a feel of the business world, so if I do decide to pursue this in the future, I'll already know how it's supposed to be. So here we have gummy pencils, and then we have some grizzly, like the main one, the round candy, the sour ones. We have some grizzly, we have some marshmallow, some bear, and some pizza.
Well, I feel pretty amazing as this can help people who are in the heat and just really need something to quench their thirst. This is our healthy morning breakfast. This contains of watermelon, pineapple, cantaloupe, blueberries, and a side of yogurt.
I feel good because all the customers come in and they buy the seeds and they earn the money that we need to get to put everything together.
I feel inspired, I'm happy. I'm glad to know that all these children are getting a taste of something sweet, something delicious.
This was conceptualized in a very short period of time, very, very short. And you know, we really actually did not expect the outcome. But of course, what we are seeing today, you know, is a testament of the hard work, you know, being integrated in the program to make it a success. I feel very good, and I feel, you know, that going forward, they're going to excel in the different areas, and I am certain we're going to have some entrepreneurs from this group.
Friend, it's the best decision we've ever made to further our education. We finally have our dream jobs that will allow us to enjoy other things in life. The Students' Loan Bureau did this for us, you know. Yes, girl, it was a lot of work, but we made it. All I have to start thinking about right now is to repay my student loan, and with SLB's low interest rate, I won't feel burdened at all. Well, I have other things to focus on right now. Loan repayment can stay for later. Really? Don't you know that when we repay our student loan, others benefit from the fund? Think about your little brother. Don't you want him to benefit too? Oh, of course. By paying it forward, we're making sure the next generation has the same opportunities we did. Well, I guess I never thought about it that way. I'm happy we had this conversation. Oh, absolutely. Let me get on it right now. Yeah, man. Let's make sure others can achieve their dreams too.
Visit our website at slbja.com for more details and follow all our social media platforms to be in the loop.
Plastic pollution is among the troubling issues to which we all need to pay attention. Likely damage can be prevented by practicing proper waste management. This is becoming increasingly important to ensure the sustainable health of our environment. Follow us in this next journey to examine plastic pollution and what can and must be done about it.
It is all around us. It's in almost everything we use. At times, it's impossible to imagine life without it. And yet, life with it could cease to exist. Plastic pollution is caused by the accumulation of plastic waste in the environment. It has extensive impact on the environment, marine life, and human health, contaminating waterways, harming wildlife through ingestion and entanglement, and disrupting ecosystems. But if this thing is so dangerous, why did we begin to use it in the first place? Even better, why don't we just get rid of it? As humans lived and consumed much of the planet's resources, thinkers began to look for a better way to provide for the needs and desires of people while keeping the environment intact. After all, nature can only produce so much wood, metal, stone, bone, tusk, and horn. The search was one for something that could replace and spare the Earth's natural resources. John Hyatt invented celluloid, the first artificial plastic, but it was flammable. Leo Baekeland invented Bakelite, the one responsible for modern plastic. Bakelite was the first fully synthetic plastic, meaning it contained no molecules found in nature. Marketed as the material of 1,000 uses, Bakelite could be molded into almost anything, providing endless possibilities. The creation of new materials also helped free people from the social and economic constraints imposed by scarcity of natural resources. When advertisements praised celluloid as the savior of elephants and tortoise, of course that's something humans could get behind. Plastics began to replace other materials such as wood, glass, and fabric in our daily items. Thus, the plastic revolution began. Fast forward to now, and plastic is in everything that we use. Our bottles, kitchen utensils, food packaging, cell phones, televisions, computers, furniture, clothing, makeup, you name it. And thus the problem of plastic pollution. Did you know that almost every piece of plastic that you have used still exists? This is so because plastics do not biodegrade. That is, they do not decay naturally and in a way that is not harmful. Plastics generally only break down into smaller pieces, and even that will take some time. It takes about 20 years for a plastic bag to break down. Plastic water bottles and cups take 450 years. Our toothbrushes and disposable diapers take 500 years to break down. It means the things we use for our comfort and dispose of today will not disintegrate in our lifetime, causing not just problems for ourselves, but also for tomorrow's people. So with nowhere to go, plastics stick around and contaminate soil and waterways, disrupting ecosystems and harming biodiversity. Marine life, for instance, mistakes plastic debris for food, leading to ingestion and blockages in their digestive systems. This can cause injury, starvation, and even death. In addition, chemicals leaching from plastics can also harm marine organisms. The harm to our environment and animals from plastic waste impacts humans who use and ingest what nature creates. Microplastics have been found in seafood, salt, and drinking water, raising concerns about the health threat to humans by way of consumption. It contributes to the spread of diseases by providing breeding grounds for bacteria and other pathogens in stagnant water trapped in discarded items. It can harm human activities such as fishing, tourism, and recreation, which rely on healthy marine and terrestrial ecosystems. Furthermore, the economic costs of plastic pollution, including cleanup efforts and damage to infrastructure, ultimately affect communities. Additionally, exposure to chemicals present in plastic additives and pollutants absorbed by plastics may have long-term health implications, including endocrine disruption, reproductive issues, and cancer. Plastics are made from fossil fuels, which contribute to the climate crisis. In 2019, plastics generated 1.8 billion metric tons of greenhouse gas emission, which is about 3.8% of the global total. Addressing plastic pollution is crucial not only for environmental conservation, but also for safeguarding human health and well-being. So, what is to be done? We need to significantly reduce plastic production and limit its use. It's something that will not be easy, but which experts say must be done. Recycling, while of some help, will not solve the long-term problem. We need to phase out single-use plastics, something Jamaica has already started. In addition to small bags and straws, the government and civil society-led agenda is focusing immediately on things like plastic lunchboxes and personal care products with microplastic beads in them. As a society, we all need to be involved in finding sustainable alternatives to plastics. Individually, we can spread awareness about the environmental movements and donate or join organizations confronting the issue. Without a clean and healthy environment, we cannot prosper and live healthy lives.
Our half-hour journey through the pages of Jamaica Magazine ends right here for today. But please join us again tomorrow on this station for more news, features, and information you can use. In the meantime, visit our website, gis.gov.jm, for this and other offerings. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Till such time, do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.